Ed, Edd, and Eddy was a cartoon broadcasted in the United States originally from 1999 through 2009 for a period of slightly more than 10 years. But during that time and early seasons of the cartoon in particular, a consistent menace for the Eds were that of the Kanker Sisters. In Season 1, episode Knock to Ed introduced the Kanker Sisters. It was originally mentioned in the episode of two pivotal facts for the characters that were later ignored about their chronological or character-based origins. Firstly, thought they weren't from Peach Creek like the other Eds, or even the other children of the cul-de-sac. Secondly, the fact that in the episode they mentioned themselves as best friends, as in the trailer that they lived in, they were robes with their father's names being embroidered on them. Bubba, Marie's biological father; Rod, May's biological father; on Butch, Lee's biological father. It was later modified potentially that the Kanker sisters shared the same mother, but their fathers were all different. So technically, the trio were half-sisters, but through the series their origins were never definitively confirmed. In the earliest episodes to feature them being Over Your Ed, A Pinch to Grow an Ed, Quick Shot Ed, Look Into My Eds, the Kanker sisters bullied the Eds, and not to be romantically interested in them at all, rather to steal their money and to make their lives as miserable as possible. With these examples in the first season confirmed the original intentions for the Kanker sisters to be the main foes for the Eds. But perhaps the most iconic example of the Kanker sisters being romantically interested with the Eds was in Season 2, episode Honor Thy Ed, where the Kanker sisters lured the Eds into an abandoned house to later pressure the Eds into marrying them. This particular episode would later set the example of the Kanker sisters being infatuated with the Eds for the rest of the series. However, due to the tumultuous development of later seasons, the Kanker sisters were featured less and less as the main focus of the series reverted back to the Eds on their adventures in the cul-de-sac. In Season 5, episode A Town Called Ed revealed that Eddy's ancestor was the main force behind the original settlement of Peach Creek. But due to the ancestor being obsessed over money, much like their descendant Eddy, the title deed was lost in a card game to a certain Lord Kanker. So technically the Kanker sisters owned most or even all of Peach Creek, but due to the deed being passed on through the Kanker family, it's not public knowledge to the citizens of Peach Creek. The original final concept for the Kanker sisters were that they eventually marry the Eds. In Season 4 episode Take This Ed On Shove It was the original final episode and ending for the series. In a deleted scene from the episode, it showed how the Kanker sisters looked and acted decades into the future, as the old future versions of the Kanker sisters marry the older future versions of the Eds. But due to Ed, Edd, and Eddy being one of the most popular cartoons for Cartoon Network in the early 2000s, the series was renewed for more seasons and eventually a television-based special. Sometimes a character can be forgotten because they had multiple uses during a television series, and eventually became less and less important for various reasons.